Lovely. So this is number 9 of the 18 form Qigong sequence, but again, we've added the 8 brocades 8 with another 18, which will make 26. But this is number 17 in our sequence. We put 2 together. Don't worry about that. You can either follow these singly or in order. I've numbered them all, but again, doesn't really matter. So we're just going to go more into the motion. Obviously, within Qigong, these all benefit different meridians, organs. Traditionally, each one specifically would do that. This one's called pushing palms, and this will help the liver, pericardium, stomach, bowels, and large intestine. Doesn't really matter. The breath will reach every single organ, cell of the body, because the breath goes into every single atom inch of the body, and will reach the DNA of the body and help with cellular communication, stuff like that. All the parasympathetic nervous system responses in the body will be benefited. Okay, so obviously within the traditional form, we're going into that. We'll not forget all that. We're going to go for Pilates. This is the Pilates yogic hypnotic version of this, basically. So again, we're just mixing up the breath a little bit. We're zipping up pelvic floor right now and scooping out your abdominals. Okay, so if you do that now, you'll feel that breath going low and deep to these lower lobes of lungs, your intercostals, the ribs, 3D style. Okay, so again, you can even get these 2 middle fingers touching underneath the breastbones, palms are lower lobes of shoulders, shoulders down. And again, if you keep them there, as you just naturally breathe, as you zip up pelvic floor and scoop out your abdominals, you'll feel this happening slightly. Okay, the fingers, which are underneath the xiphoid process, the sternum, will be moving out the sides and back, adding width to them lungs. Okay, so if you're sort of breathing into fish gills, if you want to be a little bit more deliberate with that, we're going to close the mouth, unlike the Pilates breath, and go for the more yogic breath, breathing in through the nose as you zip up pelvic floor and scoop out your abdominals. And as you keep these here, or not, it's up to you. If you keep these here, as you be a little more deliberate, I'm overemphasising that, you'll feel these move like seaweed on the bottom seabed, coming out and coming back to touch each other. Just adding width to the lungs and length for the out breath, which you'll go into more detail with in a minute. That'll actually happen. So we're bringing in yogic responses in with the Pilates breath as you zip up pelvic floor and scoop out abdominals. Breathe in through the nose and out through the nose. As you add width to the lungs, that'll help you use the pelvic floor and the corset in the most efficient manner, helping us breathe anywhere but the belly button, helping us breathe, unlike traditional forms, into these lower lobes of lungs. Okay, so because we're coming in here, traditional forms out there, again, we want to use the corset muscle, the transverse abdominis, the corset muscle, 3 layers deep, just segmentally stabilising the spine. So keep with that breath, breathing in out through the nose, and just allow that natural fall on that lovely elongated out breath, which is always longer than the in breath. Okay, that would naturally happen, but really deliberately focus on that out breath and elongate it, quadruple it, double it, triple it, whatever you like the out breath, just make it longer than the in breath. Encouraging them restful relaxation responses as you elongate the out breath, and endless streams of comfort as you elongate that out breath. You just simply allow that simplicity just to relax the mind at will. Okay, not forcing anything. Find your count, your cadence of your breath, your rhythm. Okay, your vibrational rhythm of the breath. And that gentle rise and fall of the rib cage as you're doing this and you're elongating that out breath, you can take that on further. So again, if you want to take that on further with Ujjayi breath, you can do, optional. Okay, if you can't get it, don't worry, just carry on doing that breathing and go with speak. But if you want to grip at the esophagus right now and turn that into Ujjayi breath, victorious breath in Sanskrit, And you can do that. You grip at the esophagus. As we're breathing out through the nose, keeping the mouth shut. The only way is to demonstrate that so you can hear it, because that's the idea. That's going to give us something to hear and focus on within the form. That's focusing breath, which helps us stimulate the thymus gland as you do that now. Knowing these benefits will help you. You can either tune into them or not as I'm speaking. That'll help us build the heat within the body as you keep on breathing into them lower lobes of lungs, 3D style, organ deep, cell deep, even bone marrow deep into them lower lobes of lungs, intercostals, the ribs, anywhere but the stomach. Lovely 3D breath. Grip at that esophagus. And exhale. That raspy sound will help you lengthen the breath even longer, especially that lovely elongated out breath. Okay, the in-breath's conscious thought as you do that. The exhale, subconscious thought. So as you elongate the out breath for as long as you like, just allow that unconscious restfulness to develop through the body. Lovely. We're going to go to Ujjayi breath, cool. If you don't, just stick to that in and out through the nose as you zip up the pelvic floor and scoop out your abdominals. So again, we're going to link that to motion. So from there, it's just pushing palms. So I'm going to do this arm bit and I'll go back and demonstrate the legs. As with all of these Qigong sequences, you can go in deep or not. Okay, if you want to go in deep, feet hip width apart, slightly wider. Not Charlie Chaplin. Again, come down as low as you get, knees and arm and toes, which I'll demonstrate in a minute. But again, going to bring in the breath. So you can breathe in and exhale. Exhale to the side, breathe in the center, and exhale. You can breathe in that retrace, breathe in to prepare, and exhale. As you see, the out breaths slower on the motion. Now again, I prefer the motions like this. I prefer just a few motions on the out breath. So again, it makes it less specific, the breath. You just breathe in when you like. And exhale. Just seeing silhouette of the hand just pass the eye line. As you see, I'm slightly moving the body, that's optional. If you want to go deeper, you can go deeper. But be aware, if you've got really dodgy knees, then don't go too deep. Shoulders down. Okay, seeing the silhouette of the hand passing past the eye line as you elongate the out breath, longer than the in breath. Breathing in and exhaling. You can't get that Ujjayi breath, don't worry. I'm going to go back and demonstrate the legs so you can see them. Only go in as deep as you like. Feet hip width apart. If you go down deeper, only as low as you keep the knees and arm and toes, you're going to breathe in. And you see that natural turn. You can either stay up high or go down deep if you want. But again, you know, you've got any problems with the knees, stay up high. There's a bit of motion on this one actually. Again, I'm turning here. It might just be, you might want to exploit the range, do a smaller motion. It might be just here. If you want to go all the way around, don't force anything. If you want to go deeper, no lower than knees and on the toes. Go to horse riding stance, even wider the legs. Not Charlie Chaplin, this slightly out at an angle. Sit down only as deep as you like, shoulders over hips, head over shoulders, lengthen up for the crown, zip up pelvic floor, scoop out your abdominals. Again, I'm pushing off the toes. optional. Again, exploit the range, speed and tempo. So big motions will be harder. If you want to do smaller motions, nearer to the center line of the body, you can do that. But again, if you're turning, don't force anything. Any problems with the back, so just be careful of that. Any problems with the knees, remember there's a lot of motion here, so you just minimize the motion, exploit the range, speed and tempo to make these unique to you. Okay, again, and just elongate the out breath. That's a little bit more, it's a bit more mechanical, this one. Breathing in and just exhaling, so it's good to get the flow in motion, I find. But again, it's always got an option there, and try them both. Again, really nice one, you feel in the hands there. Good, again, another one good if you're doing your Tai Chi. Just before that, relaxes the hands, relaxes the shoulders. And again, real nice feeling in the hands. Gets that lymph flow through the body, where all the meridians run down to the chest area, the heart, the lungs, pericardium. But again, I digress. We've gone down a different line there. It's just motion, linking the breath and the motion. Lovely. So we've got cloud hands next. Number 18, this whole sequence of the hypno, qigong, Pilates sequence there. Lovely. Bang.